Today on Snail Trail 4x4, we're installing a rear bumper on Bobcat. 3 screws to pull out the gas filler knobby valve section thingy. So to remove the gas line, you have to take off your gas cap. That's the trick. So just untwist it. It won't push out otherwise, and then you just can reach under and pull it out. Then it's removed. The bolts on the bed are just so rusted, we're just gonna use a Sawzall to cut them off. We've been using a breaker bar with an extension, and it's just impossible. And we've come to a pass where it's just gonna be easier for us to cut them off. Make sure that whenever you're doing any welding, grinding, or sawzawing, that you're wearing proper protection. Some gloves, glasses, and earplugs are always advised. One more to go. The toughest one of all, above the gas tank. Now that all the body mounts are cut, all we have to do is undo the electrical, and we should be able to take off the bed. To remove your brake lights, you remove the 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is how you get access to your bulbs if they ever burn out. Now that the 2 brake lights are removed, we have to undo the electrical all the way back to the cab so that nothing snags. Then all I have left to do is undo my CB, and then we should be able to take off the bed. Alright, feeling buff?
I don't know. I'm feeling 36.
Where are you grabbing?
Center of this wheel well and just in front of it.
Center of the wheel? Are we caught on something?
I'm right centered in the wheel well. Looks up nice. These things are heavy.
Yeah. Right. Give me a sec. Okay, ready, down. Bobcat looks funny.
It's awesome.
So here's the general layout of the bumper that we designed. We've got the 45-degree cuts with just a flat bar on the back. We made a 2x2 cut so we can fit the hitch receiver through it. And then we made these cool D-link mounts that extend all the way through. When you fit it all up together, it looks a little bit like this, where we have the D-link mount that comes all the way through with a clean 45-degree cut there. When it comes all the way through the bar here, you can see that we're going to now weld all the way around on this area, and that should act as our gusset.
So that's 7 inches right there.
Or if Strong Hand wants to sponsor Snail Trail, we can use some more of these.
Yeah.
Voila.
It's done, right?
All right, put the bed on.
Yeah, let's go home. Alright, well what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my grinder and score the back side of this tubing all the way around so that then when I weld it, the weld is going to flow into that groove a little bit better, and that'll create a better shear value than if I just did a fillet weld on the outside. Because the two materials are different thicknesses, one's 1/8 inch and one's 1/4. So this will allow it to flow better into the quarter, making it a stronger weld for wanting to pull out.
In addition, we're going to do a bevel along the inside of the face there so that it'll flow in.
Yeah, so I'll do a bevel in the front, I'll weld that all out and then polish it all out so it just looks like a hole, nice hole in the front. You won't see any of the weld, it'll be all ground down.
Last weld to do, and I think the bumper is on, attached and ready to be used. I'm gonna grind down the face just to make it nice and smooth, but I actually like the welded look, so I'm gonna keep all the other welds. Gotta put the spacers for the bed on there, and then it's button it back up. It's ready to go. All right, last weld. Done. Because we're using 211 flux core wire, we have to knock off all the slag to check and see if the weld is good underneath. Not quite as beautiful as Jason's, but he is the pro. Now to clean the other side. Cool. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. You probably noticed the bed is on. That's because I'm actually done with the build. The footage is so good, and I want to show you guys every single step, so I'm going to break it up into 2 parts. You can watch part number 2 here. Please comment below and let me know what you think of the build so far. Hammer down on that subscribe button, and thanks for watching Snail Trail 4x4. Keep crawling. Boom!
Snail Trail 4x4. That's all I got.